Hello, good afternoon. This is Bijan with Atlanta Spanish Immersion, and I have the privilege to be here with a student here at Forsyth Central. If you want to introduce yourself, Robbie.
My name is Robbie. I'm a AP Spanish student here at Forsyth Central.
Nice, and you're a junior, I believe.
I'm a junior.
Okay,
yes.
Awesome. And so, I think this is your first year or second year you've taken classes with Monica, or?
This is the second year. When I was a freshman, I had her for Spanish 2, and then I had a different teacher for Spanish 3-4 last year.
Okay.
Also a great teacher.
So you already finished your credits, right, for Spanish?
Yeah. No.
Because you only need 2 credits or 2.
Only 2 foreign language credits.
To complete it. So why do you want to take Spanish?
I want to take Spanish just because, I don't know, I feel like it's a really useful skill to be bilingual, and I think it's going to help me a lot when I grow up, you know.
Okay.
And also, the credits that you get from getting a good grade on the AP exam will really help me in college.
Okay, to place out of classes.
Place out of classes, exactly. If you get a 5, you don't have to take 3 classes and 2 labs. And even if you just get a 3, you don't have to take 2 classes.
Oh, okay.
Really
so you can basically test out of it completely.
Exactly.
And then focus on your major or get closer to completing all your core electives.
Or if I wanted to, I could even minor in Spanish.
Okay, cool.
Which looks great on a resume.
Did you start Spanish in middle school?
Yeah, I did actually. In 8th grade, we took a high school level of Spanish 1.
Okay. Which middle school were you at?
Little Mill.
Okay, cool. And I know, so this is then your first year actually doing the conversational practice sessions.
Yep.
And I guess this semester, really, because you guys in the fall are kind of just planning or preparing for the AP exam, learning like the grammar, the vocab, everything that's on the
layout
test.
of it. Yep.
And so how is this dynamic of spending 15-30 minutes with a one-on-one conversational practice session with one of our teachers? How has that kind of been?
It's kind of just helped me with my confidence in speaking in Spanish more fluently, and it's really just helped me so much with the dialogue portion especially.
The dialogue, like for the exam?
The dialogues, exactly, where you have to listen to an audio, and then you speak and relay the audio with certain directions that you have to follow and how you talk and everything, and that really just helps so much.
I'm sure for like the dialogue portion for the actual exam would be nerve-wracking.
It's super nerve-wracking.
Because you're just on the spot, you have to speak.
And you have to fill up 20 seconds completely with talking.
With the answer or the response?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, okay.
You can't just stay silent at all.
And do you have people you can practice Spanish with at school? Because I feel like there's some native Spanish speakers here.
There are, for sure. There's a lot of native Spanish-speaking people here. I also know a few from elementary school that I can talk to every once in a while that I'm good friends with.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And so they can help you practice?
A little bit, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What would you say, with these teachers that you connect with online with our school, are they giving you feedback at, once you finish your dialogue, those last 5 minutes?
The last 5 minutes, well, actually, what we do is we usually run through just cold, straight through the first dialogue or whatever we're doing that day.
The first prompt?
The first prompt, exactly. And then we go through it all, the whole 5 responses, 20 seconds each. And then what the teachers typically do is they would just give you, they'll tell you what you did wrong and what you can kind of like say instead, stuff like that. They can help you with vocabulary if you're ever like messing up with that, help you understand what they're asking you. And then we run do it again, and then see how better we did it that second time.
Okay.
And then we do that for a few different dialogues.
And they're writing out
They're writing out like notes for you to follow. And
okay, that you can then go back and review.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And no, I would say the logistical part, like once you come to class, is it pretty easy to find the room to go to?
Oh, yeah, super easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you feel like you're ever missing from the main class? Or since in the fall semester, you're kind of gone through?
I mean, a little bit, but we can always just, we have everyone around here, the people that are actually in class and do like packet work and stuff like that. You can just take pictures of it, or you can just have them help you afterwards, like as homework, stuff like that.
And you're doing classes once a week? Or conversational practice once a week?
I mean, sometimes once or twice a week. I've gone doing it like 3 times a week one time.
Oh, nice.
But it really didn't take away from the class too much. I was still able to keep up with my work.
And you'd say the biggest thing, I think you mentioned earlier though, is really being able to have more confidence speaking.
Yeah,
That would
for
be the
sure.
biggest takeaway you think you get.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to share to
I mean-
other I guess high schoolers that are taking Spanish but maybe want to improve it, like how being able to supplement their classes with one-on-one conversational or tutoring?
I think that if you don't have a lot of confidence speaking in Spanish, but you feel like you even can write it and read it super fluently, super well, I think definitely take a conversational class, because it just helps you so much to actually speak it. You're never going to actually learn how to have a conversation in a different language if you're not talking to someone else.
For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, having that opportunity to practice in a safe place, just receive some feedback as well.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it takes like 10, 15 times to be corrected on the same thing, but then it starts to stick and then you don't have to think about it.
Exactly.
No, Robbie, I really appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to say to the camera?
Just don't be nervous if you're ever talking to someone that speaks a language better than you. They're always super nice.
Yeah,
I guess.
they're here to help.
They're here to help.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you.
Very good. Of course.
Yeah.
Been a great opportunity.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. So I